You are just joining us moments ago. The president, the vice president as well, announcing the establishment of the White House's Office of Gun Violence Prevention. Want to bring in now someone who was there. Fred Guttenberg, his daughter Jaime, was killed in the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas school shooting. He's the co-author of American Carnage, Shattering the Myths That Fuel Gun Violence, and is here to talk to us now. Fred, as always, it is a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.
Give me first your reaction to being there in the Rose Garden, the establishment of this office.
It's always surreal to hear my daughter's name mentioned, which it was today by Congressman Maxwell Frost. And the only reason that I'm here is because my daughter is not, because she was murdered in school. And to be here today, I actually had a chance to quickly talk to the president at the very end. And I reminded him how 1 month after Jaime was killed, he gave me advice that set me on a mission. And I reminded him about how when he ran for the presidency, he promised me this day would come. And here we are today. And, you know, Yasmin, today is a good day. Today is a day where the hard work of so many to pull together all the resources that are available to reduce gun violence really comes to fruition. This administration, President Biden, Vice President Harris, their commitment to stopping the next one is something that I am truly grateful for, and that every American should be really, really paying attention to. Somewhere, some parent won't know the pain that I know because of what happened here today.
I'm happy to hear, Fred, that you say today is a good day, considering all that you've been through in your life. Certainly a high bar to say something like that. When you talk to the president, Fred, and you hear that he wants a ban on assault weapons, and you see the efforts that he is going to try and get this epidemic under control, and you think about the loss of Jaime and all that you have to deal with as you live every day without her, does it frustrate you thinking, though, what's on the other side, and knowing how much of an uphill battle this is, and how many people are not on board with what the president has in mind, lawmakers in Washington?
Yeah. It doesn't frustrate me. It makes me more determined, because what's actually on the other side is the more than 80% of America who wants this done.
Yeah.
Is the more than 80% of America who constantly, and that's gun owners, non-gun owners, Democrats, Republicans, and independents who say they want this done. So what I want is to have people vote in the 24 election based upon the fact that they want this done. No, I'm not frustrated. I am determined. The president said it in his speech today. Those who don't get on board with doing something, we need to replace them. And that's what we're going to do. What
should be the #1 priority of this office, Fred?
You know, the president actually, I think, laid it out perfectly, which is to bring together all the resources of the federal government in a coordinated way to combat gun violence in America. And I think when that happens, and we have the resources, and we have the research, and we have the manpower to really tackle all the causes of gun violence, you will finally start to see the gun violence death rate bend, that curve bend. I think the other thing that the president said, and I was so thrilled to hear him talk about it, was that this office will be tasked with helping communities affected by gun violence. I think there's an effort in this country sometimes to move on from communities affected by gun violence. And this office will make sure that doesn't happen, and that these communities will have the resources that they need, and that they won't be forgotten. Everything about this plan today works. It's important. It will save lives. And I'm just truly thankful that we are having the chance to finally go forward with it.